What a different feeling to Thursday night. Man, honestly, look, sun even appeared today. No leak in the stadium. Fans were happy. Goals went in. We did the job. A good professional performance. Oh man, I prefer these days to the sort of game that we had on Thursday. And you know what I'm really happy about? Gabriel Martinelli obviously missing that penalty on Thursday in the penalty shootout that got us knocked out. Would have been really disappointed. Does it linger? Does it bother him? Not one bit. He gets the opener, scores the goal, shakes it off instantly. Really, really happy to see that. And also, what was important today was that Arsenal responded properly. Just kind of rock up, go and get 3 points, go and score a few goals. Because you know what? If we lose against, well, we didn't lose, but if we get knocked out against Sporting and then don't go and get 3 points today, people start talking about, oh, Arsenal's season's unravelling, you know, having a little wobble. And that's before the international break where potentially that festers. People start talking about Arsenal's demise. We had to make sure that we didn't let that happen. And that's exactly what we did. We did the business today. So I was really, really pleased with that performance. And we're 8 points clear. So if your team is 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League, smash that like button. No excuses for not hitting that if you're watching this and your team is 8 points clear. And look, it's good times, man. All of the players today, we stepped up. No one really had a bad game. Some had better games than others. But the one that we all would have been worried about was clearly Rob Holding. Saliba missing this game, and I'm not sure exactly how many games he's going to miss, but Rob Holding today, come on, a word of appreciation for him. He was absolutely brilliant. He looked like he played every week. He just slotted in, did so well. Really, really pleased for him. And you look back and you think, 2 million from Bolton, I think that's what he cost us. Over the years, he's been a really, really solid signing for Arsenal because you're not going to expect him to be a world beater for that sort of price coming from Bolton, but he's given us a hell of a lot of return on investment. And you know what? What I find interesting is that when we signed Jacob Kivior in January for 20 odd million, if someone had said to me then that, look, there's going to be a time where you're top of the league and you're playing Palace at home, Saliba gets injured, who's going to be the centre back that goes next to him? I would have thought, well, obviously Kivior, that's why we signed him. A £20 million player, that's why we've signed him, to fill in when needed. But the fact that he wasn't selected today, and the fact that he wasn't selected in the Europa League against Sporting as well, shows to me that, look, perhaps he doesn't have Arteta's faith. So it's very, very important that Rob Holding played well today, because if Saliba is out for a little bit longer, then Arteta needs to have that confidence and faith. The other 10 players on the pitch, they need to have confidence and faith in someone coming in and doing the job. So I'm really glad Rob Holding did that and gave everyone and the fans confidence so that we're not kind of going into games fretting as well. He was brilliant. How's it going? He was brilliant as well. The other person, someone's just saying to me 8 points, and that it feels great, man. And the other person that really impressed me today as well was Ben White. Let's remind ourselves, he's not a right back. He's been playing out of position all season, and he looks accomplished at right back. He looks a real player. He won the ball for our first goal. He intercepted the ball for our first goal, and that, obviously then got Saka's assist. Martinelli scored it, and then he got the assist for Saka's goal, for the second goal. And you know what? Today, right, Martin Ødegaard, he's obviously a brilliant, brilliant player, and for me, as it stands, he gets in team of the season. But it wasn't his day today. He sort of lacked that silk in the end product of his game. He was still brilliant, still did so much goes through him, picks up the ball, places it, passes it, moves, but he didn't have the end product today. But when that's missing, you rely on other people to step up when one player doesn't do it. Sometimes Saka might not do it. Ødegaard steps up. On this occasion, Ødegaard didn't do it in the final third, but Ben White steps up. Trossard steps up, Martinelli steps up, Saka steps up. It's so good to have an abundance of players that step up. Xhaka, again, second game running, stepped up. Other players did the business. It was really, really good to see, man. So, no, I've spoken about a couple of our defenders. Now let's speak about the main man today, Saka. I mean, I've said before, he is our Mr. Consistent. He's just incredible. He now has got 12 goals and 10 assists. He's got the double figures for goals and assists. It's not easy to do. And I know he's not exactly like, we don't play 4-4-2, right? It's not, so you can't really compare it to Perez and Ljungberg, who are less attacking than he is. But we always used to speak about, back in the day, about your midfielders, your kind of wingers getting you double figures. Now, with Saka playing a bit further forward, you always need that. But he's not just doing that in goals, he's a creator as well. Brilliant assist today for Martinelli. And look, just for comparison, De Bruyne has got 4 goals, 12 assists. He's the benchmark in this league. I've always said that. Ødegaard, he's got 16 goal involvements as well. Saka, 22. 22 goal involvements. When you're thinking about who the player of the year is, Haaland is obviously a massive shout. I get that. Saka is number 2. Saka has done unbelievably well this year, and that's why I call him our Mr. Consistent. Phenomenal player. And Martinelli as well, we've got to speak about him. That opener was so good, was so clinical. Ball comes across, touch to control it. One touch past the defender, and then bang, absolutely clinical. It was a real pleasure to watch this team today all over the pitch, because another thing that I really liked about it, aside from individual performances, was work rate and kind of work ethic right to the final whistle. Don't think for a second that, oh, you know, at 3-0 up, we conceded the goal because we took our foot off the gas. We didn't take our foot off the gas. It was just an unlucky break. And obviously I haven't seen the replay, but from a corner, those things can happen. But the pressing, the sort of like the way we were winning the ball back in our attacking half late into the game was absolutely brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. We really kept it up, and that was a proper performance. Look, if you've been watching me for this season, you would have known that I pointed out 6 games ending in the our next Premier League game against Leeds at home, and we've done 5 out of 6, 5 out of 6 wins. It's incredible form. Now 8 points clear, and Man City, listen, don't get me wrong, they're scoring for fun. 7 goals in the Champions League, 6 goals in the FA Cup. They're looking good right now as well. But we've done what we need to do. Now 8 points clear. And hopefully we go and beat Leeds. If we carry on like this, man, we are in with a massive chance. And look, Arteta said after getting knocked out against Sporting that this provides focus to our season. That looked like a focused team to me. This is everything that we've got to play for now, and this team has to go and win something this season. Otherwise, I can't explain the level of disappointment I will feel. This team needs to go and win something and create a special period in Arsenal's history. If we can go and do that, if we can go and win the league, we can create that special period. And I'm worried if we don't, then, you know, it will feel like a real opportunity lost, because other teams will come back strong next year. Anyway, I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my weekend. Arsenal did the business. We responded as we needed to respond after we got knocked out of the Europa League. That's history now. The future is 10 games left in the Premier League. Can we do it? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like this video, and I'll see you next time after that boring international break. But check out the 5 at 5 tomorrow at 5 p.m. Take care.